y'all, I'm Rev Mimi, and I am here with another spiritual snack. I am excited because today I get to talk about one of my favorite people, Jesus, well actually one of our favorite people, and I want to talk about a moment that took place before he was turned into the authorities and was crucified. There was a moment where he was approaching the city of Jerusalem where he cried. The Bible tells us that he wept. He was sad because he realized that all of the people in Jerusalem, his own people, would never get to truly tap in to the peace that he was bringing to them simply because they didn't recognize who he was. The gospel according to Luke puts it like this: as he approached Jerusalem and saw the city, he wept over it and said, "If you, even you, had only known on this day what would bring you peace. But now it is hidden from your eyes." Jumping now to verse 44, it says, "They will dash you to the ground, you and the children within your walls. They will not leave one stone on another, because you did not recognize the time of God's coming to you." He was sad because he knew that because they didn't know who he was, because they didn't recognize the power that was in Jesus, they would never get to tap into the peace that he came to bring them. And so we're in a season that is overwhelming, right? We're being overwhelmed by negativity, overwhelmed by news, overwhelmed by different ways that we have to interact with each other, different ways that we have to learn. I went to Safeway the other day, and I feel like people were low-key scared to even say hi to one another, even with the mask. They were even scared to interact, even on that most basic of levels, and it's very different. I don't want us to be so overwhelmed by everything that's going on right now that we miss what God is trying to do in this season. God is trying to do something within each and every one of us, and if we're too focused on the worldly things, on the worldly issues, we might miss out on what God is trying to do. Not even just in our own lives, but what is God trying to do in our families? What is God trying to do in our communities? We don't want to miss out on anything. We don't want Jesus to be crying because we missed out on another blessing. And so within this next week, because I'll be seeing you next week, right? Not in person, but on YouTube. Within this next week, I want you to take some time and really get before God, really get into God's presence and simply ask God, what is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you're trying to show me in this season? Help me to see with your eyes and not my own. And when you ask God that question, trust me, he'll answer. And once he gives you that answer, you'll be able to move more in alignment with what it is that God is trying to do for you and for those that you love and care about in this season. My teens, if you have not had the opportunity to join us at our KF squad parties that have been happening every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. via Zoom, make sure that you shoot me an email, revmimi@kingdom.global. We do a Netflix party, we do a word, and we have fun. So make sure that you join us next time. I think that's everything I have for y'all. Stay safe, stay poppin', and be blessed.